everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my nails. So on this hand, I've done this hand already, as you can see. Please excuse how dry my hands look. It's just because there's dust everywhere basically, because I've been doing nails all day. But yeah, and they are just really dry actually. It looks a lot worse on camera than it does in person. Anyway, so we're going to be doing these. I'm going to be doing some nail order extensions with this cute, quick and easy stamping design that you can see on this hand, and these are the tips I'm going to be using. They are the almond ones, and then obviously cut right down to a nice short, like tapered square sort of look. So I'm just going to first of all pick the nails that I want for each nail. I'm not actually what was I going to say, I'm not cutting my natural nails down. I would usually, but I am planning on taking these off when I get back off holiday. And having my actual nails again, so I don't want to cut all my nails off. So I'm only going to have these on for a week. Does that fit? Side wall, side wall, yes. So I'm just checking when I'm sizing them up, whether they go side wall to side wall. Obviously that's a bit too big, but this one's probably a bit too small like my other hand was. Oh no, that one's a perfect fit actually. Okay, never mind. That was easy. So these are the ones I've used. They're the almond medium ones. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get them back again. I'm going to pop them on top of my nail and I'm going to file away any that I don't want. As you can see, this one is actually the perfect fit naturally, so that can stay as it is. This one is a bit too wide at the base. As you can see here, those two sides are too wide. So I'm going to get my hand file. Give it a quick file round. I'm doing a little bit at a time because I don't want to take off too much all at once. Helpful if it would focus. And then I'm doing that on both sides, nice and even. And then just keep checking to make sure it does fit. That one's good now. This one is quite wide in general compared to my nail, but the next size down is too small. So I am just going to taper right up the sides of this one as well as the cuticle area, because that is too wide for my nails. Making sure to do the same amount of filing on both sides. And then I will see if it fits, and it does. And then again, the base of this one is also too wide. What a horrible noise. These nail order extensions, should I say, are made of gel. And I absolutely love them, to be honest. I've worn them quite a few times and I do them on clients as well, and they love them too. I've got two broken nails on my right hand, and I just really, to be honest, putting these on is actually quicker than doing a fix on my right hand, because obviously I'm right-handed and it's just a pain in the butt having to do anything with that hand. So that is why I've just decided to just go for it and have some extensions instead. Okay, perfect. So those nails are now all the right size. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Etch, which is this product from Nail Order. And I'm going to use that to etch the insides. Well, first things first, I'm just going to file the cuticle area and side walls of all the nails. I always forget that step, it annoys me. Not too much, but enough. Don't want to really thin them out to make them too thin. But I just want to thin them out so the process of getting them flush to my nail is easier. Just going around those areas, and then once I've done that, then I'm going to use Etch, but I am just going to dust off over the nail as well to make sure there's no dust residue from what I've just done. And then I'm going to go in with Etch, put some on, get all the excess off my brush, and then just stab at it. I know a lot of people cut these brushes down, I just haven't. Mainly just because I'm worried about like when I get to near the bottom of the bottle, like what do you do then when your brush isn't long enough? So I find it easy enough to use the brush while it's long anyway, so I'd rather just stick with that. I'm just going to put them on my right side so they're not in my way. And I'm doing that with all of them, so just placing some on, getting the excess off, and then really stabbing it with the brush. All different angles, really making a mess. And that creates like that rough surface that you can see. And I'm just going to do that again. So I'm just going to do these ones off camera real quick. And then next up, I'm going to use X Prime on my own nails. But I'm going to use this as I go along. So I'm going to put it on the nail that I'm going to do first, which is my pinky. I'm just going to place that on, and then I'm going to get my X gel, and I'm also going to get my lamp. I do find it really difficult to film videos doing these, because getting into the right like angle with the lights everywhere is really tricky. So just bear with a second. Don't need that because it's really difficult. So I want my nail obviously to be on 1 second. Okay, this is a weird angle that I haven't used before, but I'm going to give it a try. So my phone's like on the right of me because I find it really difficult to not have my phone in the way, but also for you to be able to see what I'm doing. So this is the way I'm going to do it. You won't be able to see me curing, but who cares about that really? So I'm just going to get my X gel, pick up the nail that I'm going to be doing first. Let's zoom in a bit. And then I'm going to put my product on the nail. So I'm just going up there with a little bit. And then place it at the cuticle area, sorry. And then I'm just going to turn my lamp on. And then I'm going to see if I can get this in front of you. Place this on the nail, putting pressure on until it gets to that free edge area, and then placing it under the lamp. I'm just leaving it there for a few seconds until it's had time to not fully cure, but like cure enough to stay still, basically. And then, as you can see, I do like to throw it into my big lamp for 20 seconds after every nail, just to make sure that it is stuck enough. Yeah, that's just personal preference. I just get a bit nervous about these like spotlight lamps and how much they actually cure it and for how long and stuff. But yeah, once I've done that, I'm going to move on to the next nail, which is this one. So again, I'm just going to prime the nail that I'm doing. I've done that. Okay, I thought I was filming, but I wasn't, so I've had to just basically redo this nail. So I'm just going to pop my gel on there. Get it placed on my nail. Get it underneath the lamp. Definitely don't touch the gel with your fingers like I have. That's a stupid thing to do. And then again, I'm just going to pop that under the lamp for 10, 15, 20 seconds. And then I'm going to do the middle nail this time. I don't know if this is probably not the best angle to do it at, is it? Because you're not going to be able to see, but I'll have a look at that in a sec. I've got a little bit of seepage, but only a little bit, so it won't be an issue. So I did just go off camera for that a little bit just to make sure that it didn't set in place, but I don't know if you saw it, because obviously I wasn't looking at the screen at the time. There was a little air bubble, so I've just basically pushed it a bit more to get rid of that and then cured it some more. So that's why I've just quickly gone off camera, just to make it easier for myself to be able to do that. And then I'm doing my index nail. This is such a difficult video to film. These are so difficult to film, like with different lamps and stuff, because obviously I need my actual light, I need my extensions light, and I need my phone all on the desk at the same time, and it's a lot of stuff to have out all at the same time. I'm popping this one underneath now. I'm going to do that for about 15 seconds. I am going to cut out the time between this, by the way, so if it just randomly cuts and I'm in a different position throughout these sections, that's why, because I don't want you to be sat here while I'm doing this bit, because it's very boring. Okay, all of those are now on. They're probably all wonky and everything is wrong that could be, but you know what? It's fine, we're going with it. So as you can see from my other hand, I'm having them quite short, so I'm going to chop these down to basically the same length as my actual nails, which probably sounds completely pointless, but there you go. I just realised I'm not even in shot. So I accidentally cut this corner off down here, which is just fantastic. So that's ruined basically, but I'm gonna work with it in all honesty, because I don't really have the time nor patience to do much about it. So yeah, I'm not redoing it, that is for sure. These nails are being done basically because I'm going away tomorrow. It is Thursday the 4th of May today, and tomorrow on Friday the 5th of May I'm going away for the week. So yeah, I wanted some nice nails, which has obviously turned out to be an absolute nightmare. It would have been much easier for me to not have nice nails, but here I am. It's too late to go back now. So I'm just squaring all these off with my sanding band because I don't have the patience to sit and hand file right now. It's been a long week, to be honest, and to be honest with you, I've still got one client left today, so yeah, it's a long day today. It's a good 10 hours, but here I am in the middle of clients, getting as much of my own nails done as I can. To be fair, this morning when I first started this horrible task, I had nothing on, well no, I had build gel on both nails and I had to remove that and do all this from the scratch. So I've done like a lot of clients and a lot with my own nails over today, so I'm quite happy with myself, but also just really ready for tomorrow. So I'm just getting rid of some of that gel from underneath this nail because it's quite bulky. Oh, I forgot to cut this one. Just hope I don't crack it now in the process of cutting it down. There we go. Just gonna see if I can do this way instead. There we go, that'll do. Right, so in terms of this index finger, like I will sort that out in a minute because luckily it actually does come over quite a lot more than it needs to. So I do need to clean up a little bit anyway. So I'm going to go in with, where is that bit? There it is. With this bit here from Willow Academy, and I'm going to use that to clean up the cuticle area actually. First things first, I'm going to push back my cuticles. I'm really sorry if I seem all over the place in this video, like it's because I am. There's no hiding it. So I'm just going to push back I got white polish on it. I'm just going to push back my cuticles first of all, make sure that any bits that were like on the skin are not attached. I want to be able to get this bit right up to those. So I'm just removing it away from the skin. Well, I'm moving the skin away from a nail, should I say. And then I'm going to go in with this bit, like I said. And go around the cuticle area. And just thinning it down to get it nice and flush. With the cuticle. pause for a second because I've got hair in my mouth. I'm just going to use my hand file to shape. And I'm going to go in with a sanding band to remove the shine. Here's what we're looking like. So we're going to paint them now. With this colour. Just checking it was the right one. Such a pretty colour. I'm just going to do this really quickly, like just sped up. So my second layer is just curing. This is the image I'm going to use, and this is the plate it's from. It's this one here. I'm going to use it as like just a tip, as you can see on this hand. So I'm going to do that in just a sec when this comes out the lamp. Okay, I've just cleaned off my stamper with my lint roller to make sure there is no image on there already that's going to mess with what I want to use. And then I'm going to use my white stamping polish on that image. I'm just going to put it about there because I don't need to cover the whole image, but obviously I'm only using the tip of it. I'm just going to use my scraper to get off any excess polish. And then I'm just going to go straight on. I'm going to get one out of that for the pinky. No, I'm just being lazy. So that's my index finger. And then again, I'm just going to clean that off. Pop this on. 45-degree angle scrape. Pick up that. And then pop it on. I'm using a different part of the stamper, every now and then on each nail, so they're not all completely the same. I love this plate. this image on this plate is probably one of my most used images on any of my stamping plates. I've got lots and lots of designs using this one. So for this one, I'm then going to move it over a little bit and use that area, like so. And then again, I'm going to clean that off. Just wanted something nice and easy, but like have a design, because I did have an urge to have French, which is really not like me, because I'm really not usually a fan of French, but I just suddenly really wanted it. And this was like the closest thing I could think of to French that wasn't actually French and would be much easier to do on myself. So yeah, that's why I went for this. And then last but not least, doing the thumb. I just find stamping like the quickest type of nail art there is. So if I ever want nail art, it is usually stamping that I go for. So that's that. They're all done. I've got a couple of bits of fluff on one of my nails. So I'm just going to get my brush and just clean that away. And then I'm also getting my brush to go down the side walls of my nails to remove any excess polish, and also on the free edge. Hurrying because I'm in between clients. So just want to make sure I don't end up not trying to top coat, because that would be a nightmare. And I'm just going to do this one. There's a bit on there that shouldn't be, so I'm just going to remove that with my brush as well. Last but not least, it's my thumb. Like so. That's the majority. I'm just going to quickly top coat.